In the last video tutorial, we covered an important topic called window handle. Window handle is important because when we deal with multiple tabs or windows, we need to switch to a window or tab using their handle. We can launch a window or tab explicitly using Selenium for new method, which I have already covered, or when we perform any action on a website like clicking on any link, it might also open a new tab or new window. So whatever the case, we need to switch to them to perform our actions. When we use Selenium for new method, in that case, control will be switching from the parent window to the child window. But after performing some actions on child window, we need to come back to parent window. But when we click on any link on a website and it opens a new tab or new window, in that case, your control will not be switched from your parent window to the child window. But in all these scenarios, sometimes we may need to come back to the parent window, or sometimes we may need to go to the child window to perform the actions. So switching the window is the common scenario here, which we are going to cover in this video. A browser window, we can call that window as a parent one, and after that, whenever we opening any tab or window using that reference, we can call those window or tabs as children. So we can have only one parent window, but we can have multiple child windows. So let's start with very basic scenario. First, I'm going to open a simple Chrome browser, and then I'm going to open a new tab using the Selenium for new method. To launch the Chrome browser, we need to create an object of ChromeDriver class. So ChromeDriver equal to new ChromeDriver, and let me load Google here, and I'm going to print the title. Now I am going to add a new tab using the same ChromeDriver reference, and I am going to use the new Selenium for method, which is ChromeDriver dot switch to, and new method name is new window. Here I am to pass the window type. So let's put window type as tab, and let me load CNN in the new tab and print the title. We already know that this new window will switch the control from the parent window to the child window. That means in the parent window we have opened the Google, but in the child window it will be automatically switched and CNN will be loaded there. Let me run this program quickly. Here you can see it has opened the Chrome browser, and there are two tabs. In the first tab it has opened the Google, and in the second tab it is opening CNN, and second tab is in focus. That means control was switched from this Google to CNN. Why? Because we are using the Selenium for new method. But suppose you want to create an account on Gmail. We have something called privacy. If you click on this, then it has opened a new tab. In that case, my control was switched here because we had performed it manually. But when you perform the same step through Selenium, this privacy policy tab will not be activated. Your control will be at this Gmail page itself. This is the normal behavior. But with the Selenium for new method, your control will be switched from your parent window to the child window. So scenario here is that new method is changing the control or focus from the parent window to the child window. You performed some action on child window, and now you want to go back to the parent one where you have loaded the google.com. How to do that? We already know that every tab will have a handle which is called window handle, and every tab is considered as a window in Selenium. So before opening a new tab, we can store the window handle of my parent. So for that I can use ChromeDriver dot get window handle, which is going to give me a string value. So I'm going to store into a variable called parent handle. So I store the parent handle before opening the new tab, because if we do after opening the new tab, my control is automatically switched. And here also we can store child handle. So at this stage we are going to get the handle of my child window. Now we have the handle of both the windows like parent and child. Then using this handle I can switch to any tab anytime. Means I can use ChromeDriver, then we have a method called switch to, which is returning you a type of target locator, and use the method chaining and call window method, and here it take handle. So let me pass the parent handle. How can we verify whether it moved to parent window or not? We can again print the title. Let me run this program and see whether it is switching to the parent window or not. So you can see it had opened the Google, then it opened CNN, and CNN was in focus. And after CNN was loaded completely, your control was switched to Google, and Google tab is active now because Google is my parent window. So this is the basic how we can switch to any window using the window handle. Now we might have multiple scenarios in which you need to apply your programming language knowledge to utilize this method effectively. So let's see some more scenarios. Suppose you did not store the handle of your parent. Then what options we have now? We know that we have one more method to get the handles of all the windows, that is called get window handle. So after opening a new tab, I am going to call ChromeDriver.getWindowHandles, and this window handles will give me the handle of my parent one and child one. Let me store into a set. After retrieving all the window handles, you need to apply your programming knowledge to find the parent window handle. We have multiple ways to do that. As of now, we have only two windows. So we are going to have total two window handles, and we already know child handle because we have switched here, so we can easily fetch the child window handle. So one option we can do here, we can remove the child window from my all handles. So use all handles.remove and pass your child handle. After removing the child handle, I am going to have only one element in my set, which will be 100% your parent window handle. And to get the element from the set, we can use stream here, like all handles dot stream, then find first dot get, and here return type of get method is t, which is generic, so I can directly store into a variable of type string, and I can name it as parent handle. Ideally we need to apply the isPresent method on get before retrieving the value, but anyhow we are going to get the parent handle here, and if I run this program now, it will be able to switch to my parent window. Let me run this program. So you can see it has switched to the Google tab, which is my parent window. So when we have two handles, obviously we can remove the child handle and we can use the stream to get the first one. But here you need to iterate it using the for each of for loop. So string handle, use the all handles here. So let me retrieve and store the child handle here. So copy this line, paste below, and instead of parent it will be child. So here I am going to iterate the set, and we need to compare if the current window handle is not the child handle, that means it is a parent handle, then we can switch. That means if this handle equals ignore case child handle and use the not operator, then I am going to use ChromeDriver dot switch to window and pass the handle here. Let me run this program quickly. And here you can see it has moved to the parent window. So this was one of the scenario. You may ask, here we had only two windows, but it's possible to have multiple windows or tabs. That is obviously possible. In that case, this logic will not work. Copy this code, paste below, and here I am going to open window this time. So now we are going to have total 3 tabs. So 100% this logic is not going to work. So now here you need to apply your programming language concept. Let's think what are the options we have. So total 3 tabs we have. In the first tab we have Google, in the second tab we have CNN, and in the third tab we have Amazon. So every tab has different URLs, and obviously it is going to have different titles as well. Suppose I want to move to CNN. So get window handles will give me total 3. First window handle I will switch. I will see, okay, what is the title? Okay, it is Amazon. So that I don't want. So I will go for the next one. So the same process will be repeated until we get the expected title. This is one way. Second way, we can use some element. Suppose you want to click on a particular element on a web page and you don't know in which tab it is opened. So you will have the locator of that element. Now we can switch window by window and try to find the element there. If you find the element that is your expected one, and you can be there and terminate the loop. These all are different solutions based on your scenarios. So let's write the logic using the get title. So I'm going to use a for loop and use string handle colon. I need to uncomment the get window handles line. Use all handles here. So for each, it's going to give me handles one by one. So after getting the window handle, I'm going to switch to it blindly, like ChromeDriver dot switch to window and use the handle. After switching to that window, I'm going to get the title, or I'm going to find an element. Let's get the title. So ChromeDriver dot get title and store into a variable like a string current title. Now let's apply a condition. If current title equals ignore case Google, then break. We don't need this statement as of now, and it is going to print the title at the last. Let me run the program again and let's see whether it works or not. So total 3 tabs were opened, and now we can see focus is in Google tab. That means it was successfully switched to parent window. And if you see the console, it is printing the title as well. So what do we know about set interface in collection? So set interface does not allow duplicates, and also it will not persist the insertion order. So here we are going to open multiple tabs. So by the logic of set, in the order these tabs are opened, set might not return you the window handles in that sequence. But if you see the internal implementation of get window handles, it is actually using the linked hash set, which will keep the insertion order as well. It will not allow the duplicates, but it will keep the insertion order. That means when you apply get window handles and whatever set it returns, so it is going to give you the window handles in the same order in which tabs were opened. That means first handle will belong to Google, second will belong to CNN, and third will belong to Amazon. So we can convert set to the list, and we can use index to fetch the handle and we can switch to them. Let's write the logic for that. So I am going to convert this set into list. For that I need to create an object of array list. So list of string, give a variable name, use new array list, and in the constructor I can pass the set, which is all handles. Now I can use the index here. So ChromeDriver dot switch to window, I can use handle list dot get of 0. So let me run this program, and I should see it should be switching to the parent window, and it should print the title as Google, because 0th index will hold the handle of my parent window. So here you can see Google tab is active. That means it has moved to parent window, and you can see in the console it is printing the title as well, Google. So we saw different scenarios here, and you need to apply the Selenium concept and your programming language concept to write the better logic or handle the scenarios. That's all in this video. If you have any doubt, please comment on this video. If you really like my videos, please like, comment, subscribe and share with others. Thank you everyone.